Delta variant sweeping across the nation.
We know
this week marks the beginning of the second phase of the Kent State vaccine mandate. What students are saying about this next stage.
And the COVID-19 vaccine is now available for children. What parents and kids should expect with the rollout.
New updates on the Kyle Rittenhouse trial. At the forefront of the U.S., a juror dismissed after joking about a recent instance of police brutality.
And if you're an ugly sweater aficionado, you might want to stay tuned. Downtown Kent's new event when TV2 News starts right now.
This is TV2 News.
Good evening, Portage County, and thank you for joining us this Thursday. I'm Troyano.
I'm Elias, Shingleton. We begin tonight with the nationwide vaccine mandate that went into effect Thursday.
That's right. It comes as Kent State already has its own mandate in place for campus.
Kennedy Gotham went out and spoke with students to see how they feel about the idea of a vaccine mandate. Kennedy, what did they have to say?
Yes, many students felt that the vaccine mandate is important to keep them and their fellow peers healthy and safe.
In response to the Delta variant sweeping across the nation.
We know the most disruptive thing in a workforce is to have a COVID outbreak.
A new vaccine mandate will require businesses that have 100 employees or more to have all staff vaccinated. Unvaccinated employees will have to be tested weekly. Biden wants 2/3 of American workers to be fully vaccinated against COVID.
Vaccines absolutely save lives, and we know that mandates work.
I think it's a great idea. I think everyone here should be getting vaccinated.
Kent State University is entering phase 2 of the vaccine mandate, which includes all unvaccinated students living in residence halls to be tested 2 times a week, and any other unvaccinated student or staff member being tested only once a week.
It just makes the school safer, and there's just so many people here already, and I think if we could reduce the risk, then we should.
By December 20th, 2021, all students and staff, along with faculty, must be vaccinated against COVID-19.
They didn't send me.
Boosters will also be offered for those who are eligible.
I think it's a good thing because, a lot of us college kids want to go out and party and do our own thing. So I think them just trying to look out for our safety is important.
The university wants to ensure the safety of all students by mandating the vaccine. From the Franken Hall studio, I'm Kennedy Gotham.
Thank you, Kennedy. Now, others not taking too kindly to the idea of a vaccine mandate. Ohio Attorney General Dave Yost is suing President Joe Biden over the Biden administration's vaccine mandate that will affect 84 million U.S. workers. The mandate results in companies with at least 100 employees to get workers vaccinated against COVID-19 or to be tested weekly, starting January 4th. Yost said Thursday he sued Biden due to the administration, quote, cannot do whatever it wants, however it wants. Yost's office said there will be a separate lawsuit challenging the part of the mandate that explains companies that are large.
My position is that employers should not be told by government to vaccinate or require vaccinations, nor should they be told that they cannot require vaccinations.
Now DeWine's stance as pretty clearly made, as you just heard, Tuesday as the governor held a press conference with the media.
It comes as the governor himself was just exposed to the virus. Baylee Sweitzer joins us now in studio. And Baylee, what else exactly can you tell us about DeWine's stance on the mandates and this press conference earlier?
Guys, DeWine says that although he supports mandates, he does not support although he supports vaccines, he does not support the mandate, excuse me. It came during a press conference held just a day after it was announced DeWine and his wife, Ohio's First Lady Fran DeWine, had been exposed to COVID. Exposure came after contact with 2 of DeWine's staff members who tested positive for the virus. The governor and his wife say they are now in quarantine and testing themselves daily. So far, all tests have come back negative. During the conference, DeWine also spoke on vaccine rollout for 5 to 11-year-olds in Ohio.
And the good news is that vaccination started yesterday for young people in Ohio, those 5 years of age and older. Earlier this week, the CDC and the FDA gave their final approval authorization of COVID-19 vaccinations for 5 to 11-year-olds.
It comes as most willing 5 to 11-year-olds are rolling up their sleeves for the first time. And in Ohio, so far, 854 children have received the pediatric Pfizer vaccine, according to DeWine. 367,000 doses of the pediatric vaccine are expected to arrive in the state over the coming days, much of which is already available. There are 997,000 children ages 5 to 11 in Ohio and 386,000 Ohioans ages 12 through 17 that have already began the vaccination process. This comes as Ohioans under 18 account for almost 21% of all the state's COVID cases last month, and almost 9% of those are 5 to 10-year-olds. The Department of Health says children have to get vaccinated to slow down this increase in cases. To vaccinate their children, parents should call their local health provider or pharmacies to schedule an appointment. Reporting for TV2 News, I'm Baylee Sweitzer.
Thank you for that report, Baylee. About 400 ballots from the Portage County general election on Tuesday are still waiting to be counted. 210 absentee ballots are outstanding as of Wednesday morning, and 193 provisional ballots cannot be counted until they are authenticated. The counting of these ballots may change the outcome of several close races in the county and even trigger a recount if there is a margin of 0.5%. The election results are expected to be formally certified on November 23rd.
Now, keeping with election news, voter turnout for November 2nd's election was down from what projections were originally saying. Turnout was only 24.4% overall, which is about 26,000 ballots casted, just shy of the 25 to 30% turnout that was projected. Now, this is down from the 2020 election, 76.66%, which is around 83,000 ballots casted. Now, while some voters said the turnout was brisk when they cast their ballots, in other spots of the county, a handful of incumbents were running unopposed, including Kent, where voters decided nothing other than the judge's race.
The leaves are changing colors, but most importantly, Starbucks has their holiday drinks back, and I think the weather outside right now is perfect to go grab a hot cup of coffee. It's 45 degrees out right now, feels like 47. A little bit of wind at 3 miles per hour. Other than that, it's a relatively calm evening here. Very dry, actually. We haven't seen rain, substantial rain in quite a while, and that is a trend that's going to continue into tonight. It's going to be calm, partly cloudy, a lot cooler, 27 degrees outside tonight, so pretty brisk. Calm wind again, but definitely big winter coat, maybe even a beanie, gloves, weather outside tonight. You can see we have some scattered showers around the region too. A lot of rain up along the lake in Ashtabula, Mentor, those areas. Cleveland even is seeing a little bit of rain, but down here around Akron, Kent, pretty dry. Most of the rain is just to the north of us. And as we take a look at the temperatures as well, all very similar. We're all around 46 degrees right now, just a little bit around 50, Mansfield at 44. But other than that, it's going to be a pretty chilly night. That's all I have for now. Stay tuned for your weekend weather after the break.
Current Kent State faculty members are named in the top 2% of scientists in the world. This data is from a recent study published by the Stanford University scholars that evaluated more than 6 million scientists across 22 fields and 176 subfields from 1996 until 2019. The top 2% list is made up of more than 100,000 most cited scientists who have written at least 5 scientific papers.
Kent State has received a $1.2 million 5-year grant from the U.S. Department of Education aimed at funding Educational Opportunity Center programs. The programs provide support services to adults and veterans who want to enter or continue post-secondary education. Kent State plans to use the funds to establish an educational support center on the Kent campus that will serve 850 low-income adult students across Northeast Ohio. The Kent Campus Center will provide enrollment and credit recovery support as well as financial aid services. And sticking with Kent State news, Kent State's Design Innovation Initiative was named one of the 200 best maker schools in the world by Newsweek and Make magazine. The unranked list evaluated the university's hands-on learning initiatives, community development programs, and makerspace capabilities. Kent State features 27 design innovation nodes centered around the new Design Innovation Hub. The initiative also operates close to 25 dedicated makerspaces across the university.
Well, believe it or not, Kent State is reaching the end of its fall 2021 semester, so TV2 has got you covered for some important dates that you will need. But before we reach the end, we got to hit Thanksgiving first. Break is Wednesday, November 24th to the 28th, and after that, Kent's got around 2 weeks left until classes end on December 12th. But don't forget, before that, exams are from Monday, December 13th to December 19th. After that, and this may be the last ever exam schedule that graduating seniors will face, as graduation is both December 17th and 18th.
The debate continues on Ohio's new congressional map, what lawmakers are saying about the newest proposal.
And experts are saying the time to update your computer is right now. What they say about your cybersecurity when TV2 returns in just 90 seconds.
They call me Prince like I'm royalty or something. But the places I've lived ain't no palaces. So I don't need grilled salmon or a new scratching post. Just give me a cardboard box and a can of tuna and we're good. You can even change my name. I'm cool being the kitty formerly known as Prince.
It's a big responsibility.
Oh, it's huge. I know, it's huge.
And the salary.
Oh my god, yes.
Right?
I mean, like, I was about to move in with my parents, and right before, yeah, so this saved me.
I really believe in you, you know?
Thank you. It's nice to hear that from someone.
These are cool. Did you, what did you?
Maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made her college years happen. Opening that education savings account when she was little. Spearheading a campus tour. And another, and another, and another, and another. Bam! Deciphering financial aid. She was like, what? Well, now she's like, you aced planning for college. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
Welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Kroger is looking to open a fulfillment center in Cuyahoga County to offer grocery delivery services in Northeast Ohio. Specifically, though, this company is looking to open in Oakwood. Currently, this fulfillment center will be used to deliver groceries in a 90-mile region. Now, this would be the first Kroger in Northeast Ohio since the last location closed in 1985.
Democratic lawmakers in Ohio objected to the state's new congressional districting map after it was revealed by Republicans Wednesday. According to House GOP members, the map is aligned with voters' desires and features 8 red-leaning districts, 2 blue districts, and 5 swing districts. The state legislature is required to redraw the congressional map after Ohio lost 1 district due to slow population growth.
Welcome back to your weather forecast. Taking a look at tomorrow's weather, the high will be 49 degrees, just almost shy of 50, mostly sunny, but clear and calm for the rest of the day. Won't have to deal with any rain or even snow tomorrow. Wind will be calm as well, and that will continue into tomorrow night. Wind will be calm, mostly clear, calm and cold. Again, temperatures dropping down into the 20s at 28 degrees tomorrow night. And also this weekend coming up, daylight savings time. We're heading back into the standard time this weekend. Clocks will turn back 1 hour in the early Sunday mornings, typically going from 1:59 back to 1 a.m. Sun will set much earlier next week and getting to around 4:30 p.m. in early December. That's the earliest the sun is going to set over the winter. And then taking a look at your weather and your 7-day forecast, that sun is going to continue on through early next week. So sunny pretty much for your entire weekend, sunny and clear. Only times you're going to see that wind is going to be on Saturday when it's going to get up to 5 miles per hour. But other than that, it's going to be a relatively calm weekend here. And as we get into the beginning of parts of next week, also those temperatures are going to kick back up. 64 on Monday. That's your high for the next week. And it's still going to be sunny and calm then. Mostly sunny into Tuesday. Clouds starting to roll back in here on Wednesday. And then get to Thursday, there's a chance of showers. It will be mostly cloudy, but those temperatures are going to come back up Temperatures be in the low 40s for your low instead of in the 20s. And that's all for tonight. Don't forget about those clocks Sunday morning. Stay warm and have a good night, Portage County.
Cannot wait for that sunny weekend, Rachel. In your National News Minute, the New Jersey gubernatorial race results, a jury selection for a notorious public figure, and new Facebook policies. Raygene is up in the TV2 newsroom to discuss your top national headlines for Thursday. Hi, Raygene.
Shane, we begin with Facebook's newly announced plans to remove all facial recognition software from its app. The software provides users with suggestions to tag people in photos and videos that are posted on the social network. Facebook says it also plans to delete data it has gathered, which is associated with the over 1 billion people's faces. And from the Justice Department, the agency 2 weeks to update both their hardware and software, as well as fix up any potential system vulnerabilities. The directive comes after just last year alleged Russian hackers went undetected in networks connected to the federal departments for months before their discovery. The directive applies to every agency except for the Pentagon, which is in charge of its own networks. More election news. New Jersey's Governor Phil Murphy is looking at a second term after results put the incumbent over Republican challenger Jack Ciattarelli. It's a win in a New Jersey for Democrats after a loss for them in Virginia, as Republican candidate Glenn Youngkin won the future office.
And New Jersey, I hear you. So tonight, I renew my promise to you, whether you voted for me or not, to work every single day of the next 4 years to keep moving us forward.
Ghislaine Maxwell has been in a federal jail in Brooklyn since her July 2020 arrest. The weeks-long process of selecting a jury for the federal sex trafficking trial of financier Jeffrey Epstein's ex-girlfriend, a British socialite, began Thursday. Maxwell has said she is innocent of charges alleging that she recruited teenagers who were not yet adults for Epstein to sexually abuse from 1994 to 2004. That's all I have for your News Minute tonight. Reporting for TV2 News, I'm Raygene English. Now back to the desk.
Thanks, Raygene. The jury trial of Kyle Rittenhouse continued today for a third day of testimony in Kenosha, Wisconsin.
That's right. Rittenhouse is accused of shooting 3 people and killing 2 during civil unrest after the police-involved shooting of Jacob Blake in 2020.
A juror in the case was dismissed today after making a joke about the shooting of Blake, saying the police shot Blake 7 times because they just ran out of bullets. The judge stressed that the public must have confidence in the case and removed the juror after prosecutors argued the joke showed racial bias.
This leaves 19 jurors for the case, with 12 primary juries and 7 alternates. The trial is expected to last 2 to 3 weeks, with Rittenhouse maintaining the shooting was in self-defense.
Every day across America, excess food is gathered by a network of good people at local food banks,
This leaves 12
giving
primary
hope
juries
to millions of children who struggle with
and
hunger.
7 alternates.
They've earned their wings, and you can too. Together, we can solve child hunger. Support Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
Patriotism. It inspires passionate debate. It's worn like a badge of honor with good reason, because it means love and devotion for one's country. But what really makes up this country of ours? It's the people. To love America is to love all Americans. This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Love beyond age, sexuality, disability, race, religion, and other labels. Because love has no labels.
party fouls are pretty dumb. But if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Underage drinking and driving. The ultimate party foul.
And now, your TV2 Sports Report.
Welcome back to TV2 News. My name's Matt Franos, here with tonight's sports. Kent State women's soccer will face off against the Ohio Bobcats in the MAC semifinals tonight. The teams played exactly a week ago, and the game ended in a tie. The Flashes are coming off a win in the quarterfinals against Toledo, while the Bobcats received a bye. The winner will move on to play in the championship game against either Buffalo or Bowling Green on Sunday. Last night at Dick's Stadium, the MAC East leading Golden Flashes welcomed the MAC West leading Northern Illinois Huskies for some midweek action. Let's jump into the highlight. And here comes Kent State, but we'll start things off with Rocky Lombardi throwing a 36-yard touchdown pass to Trayvon Rudolph to go up 7-0 on the first drive of the game. Then Lombardi to Rudolph again for a 75-yard touchdown to extend the lead 14-3. This was Rudolph's second touchdown on the game, and he had 3 on the total. Then Flashes are in the red zone, and Dustin Crum rolls out and runs in an 8-yard touchdown to cut the lead 14-10 early. Then Crum fakes the handoff and takes off behind blockers for a 39-yard touchdown run to give Kent the lead 24-21. And he hits the Michael Jordan shrug at the end, saying they can't stop him. Then Crum fakes another handoff but throws this one to Chris Leach to give Kent State a 31-21 lead at the half. And then in the fourth quarter, Marquez Cooper runs this one in from 36 yards out to extend Kent State lead 52-40. And at the end, Kent State wins with a final score of 52-47. Kent moves to 4-1 in the MAC and has sole possession of first place in the MAC East. The New York Jets head to Indianapolis to play the Colts on Thursday Night Football. The Jets are coming off a huge win against the Bengals, where backup quarterback Mike White was the hero. He will start again tonight and look to build a win streak. The Colts are coming off a loss against the Titans, where Carson Wentz threw 2 critical interceptions. Wentz and the Colts are desperate for a win to stay close to the division-leading Titans. Let's take a look at my pick. Tonight, I'm taking the Colts by a score of 27-20. If Carson Wentz can limit turnovers and Jonathan Taylor continues to run the ball well, the Colts will win. The defense will also be able to take advantage of Mike White. Although White played well last week, he'll be on the road in prime time for his second ever NFL start. The Colts are the better team, and they will show that tonight. Make sure to tune in to tonight's game at 8:20 on NFL Network. I'm Matt Franos, and that's all for sports.
Well, you might want to stock up on some ugly sweaters as the holiday season is approaching. How Main Street Kent is celebrating this choice of outfit when we return.
If you love them enough to drive an hour to cheer them on as they get beat 11-0 in the rain, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the-right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Throw that ball, Diane. Woo! You got this.
Your favorite weekly music show just got even better. We are now online serving all the needs of your favorite music media. You can check out our site for editorials and reviews from our writing staff featuring headline news and stellar illustrations from our design team. In the mood for your favorite artists? Check out links to our past episodes on this new and brilliant site. We are now one click away at KentCoreTV2.com. We are Kent Core. We are music-driven media.
Strawberries? Okay.
Well, if you thought doing your holiday shopping on the day of Thanksgiving was a good idea, these stores are saying think again.
That's right, Eli. Stores including Target, Aldi's, Walmart, and Kohl's are not going to be open on the holidays. Locations are saying it's a thank you to its employees. But Portage County, don't worry. These stores will be back open the day after Thanksgiving. So Black Friday, that will be your opportunity to start checking off your holiday lists. And keeping with the holiday spirit, with the cold weather coming in, you might need a sweater. And Main Street Ken is saying to put those ugly sweaters on. Main Street Ken's Ugly Sweater Tavern Trek is Friday, December 3rd, starting at Water Street Tavern. This is sponsored by the Great Lakes Brewing Company. And get this, all ticket holders will receive a Trek Pass that will get them free merch and an entry to win a tailgating package filled with chairs, a cooler, and even a toolbox grill for your tailgating needs. And of course, don't forget about the ugly sweaters. Prizes will be awarded for those throughout the night. Are you going to be going to this tavern?
You know, I think I might. I have to get ugly sweater. I don't have one. I've always been wanting one. I need to get one. So.
Yes, my favorite ones are, of course, the ones with the pugs. Those are my favorite. And actually, I did win, not to put myself over, I did win an ugly sweater contest. I had a gorilla on mine.
Wow, really? You know, there is a Kent State one that I saw, and I think I might have to get that.
Really?
Yep, show a little school spirit.
Okay, you got to show the school spirit, of course. This is Kent State TV. Maybe we should wear some ties for this holiday season.
We should.
Well, this weekend on TV2, this Saturday is Extra Life, a 24-hour live stream where all proceeds go to benefiting local children's hospitals. TV2 will be participating all day to do our part. We'll start streaming on Kent Wired at 10 a.m. with a special performance by Kent Core.
And throughout the day, all of your favorite entertainment shows from TV2 will participate. You can get involved by going to extralife.com and finding us at TV2 Entertainment. Once again, that's this Saturday, November 6th at 10 a.m. We'll be streaming all day long, and we'll see you then.
That's right, and that is all the time we have for you this Thursday edition of TV2 News.
When we're off the air, keep up with us online and on social at Kent Wired. I'm Elias Shingleton.
And I'm Shane Troyano. Have a great night, Portage County.
Kent State's most generous annual tradition, Giving Tuesday, is here. Golden Flashes are known for giving back, and this month, your generosity goes even further with matching gifts, incentives, and challenges. Join in by supporting the fund that matters most to you. At Kent State, what sets us apart is how we come together.
Hayden, I can't speak. I can't speak. Who's gonna do the commercial if I can't speak?
I mean, I think the obvious decision is that I'm going to be the voice. I am, you know, an ex-theater major.
Whatever, an ex-theater major. I am a theater major.
I have a theater performance minor. Mine is just as important.
I bring the entertainment to this show, so go ahead.
Obviously, it should be me, because ain't nobody as fierce as I am.
Oh, no. It should be me, because I'm a freshman. And obviously, freshmen are more important, right?
No, it should be us, because we're the oldest. Exactly. And we have Andy Joe. Hello.
Everybody wait! The only voice that should end this commercial is the College Voice, Fridays at 2 p.m. Now say it with me.
Watch the College Voice on Fridays at 2 p.m.